Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Vlogger procrastinating his actual work because he doesn't want to do it. Today's episode we have a choice. Do we go to Halloween Town or do we go to Agrabah? I have not decided yet, actually. Both actually are very interesting fights at the end of it. We've got Jafar. Or Jafar's only the second time around, isn't it? And here we've got Oogie Boogie, which both are very tied to their arena and the mechanics. So I'm very curious to see how that goes. So let's go into Halloween Town. Oh, side note, this is my favorite gummy route in the entire game and in the entire series, really, because Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't really add any interesting gummy ship things. The optional super boss for the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 3 is kind of neat, but other than that, yeah, the Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't really very, fun in the gummy ship department. So this still stays as my favorite gummy ship mission in the entire series. I freaking love it. I think I might have made the wrong choice because the battle level usually here is level 24. That being said, everything is randomized anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I think technically speaking, you're supposed to do Agrabah first, but we're in Halloween Town now, and I think this is actually the shorter worlds of the two as well, so that is going to be very good for me in a time relevancy department, because I am procrastinating my work, don't get me wrong, but I would very much like to finish up this recording as soon as Anthem's report, fucking amazing, as soon as humanly possible, so that I can get back to work, because I really need to finish the project I'm working on. But sometimes we do need a little bit of a break from things, right? We need to take like an hour, 2 hour break from work to do more work. It's not like this is work. This is not my job. It's never going to be a job. So, and I like doing this a lot more than tedious, visual effects work. So let's just look around for some chests. That's the only reason that I'm not cutting a hat, because it's going to be a lot of chests around here. MP Rage. I guess that is actually not that bad. Especially when we get Cure. Which we still don't have, by the way. We're about halfway through the game almost. We still do not have Cure. It's gonna be a real issue. I really, really need Cure, ASAP. This might be one of those cases where the game actually softlocks itself, because there's not an end trigger to this fight. I just realized. I think it is. But I guess we'll see. I don't know for sure. I love the fact that I have those end game finishing moves, especially for my aerial combo. And since I don't actually have... there we go. And since I don't actually have the Decisive Pumpkin yet, which... yeah, no end triggers for this fight. Let's see what this chest is. Complete... wait, what? I'm very curious what that is. We're never going to find out. But I'm still very curious what that actually is. Yeah, so let me go through this part of the game with... oh my god, I didn't save before going in here. I have to do the gummy route again. With the clean patch and not pick up any items until I can... there was a save point there. I should have used that one. I don't know if you can hear it, but in the 10 or so minutes that it took me to get back to this point and defeat those heartless, some background noise was created, and background noise created in the form of music. So I'm hoping that you cannot hear that, and if you can hear it, I'm hoping that you... I'm not talking about you, the audience, but I'm talking about you, YouTube. Don't copyright strike me into oblivion because of it. That being said, the music actually from the game is... okay, I really want to know what this does. Is the thing. I'm guessing it's an ability, right? It has to be. Is it not? Maybe it's not an ability. Is it aerial? Did we have aerial dodge already, or did we just get that? It has to be. No. A limit command that unleashes Tron and Sora's joint attack. Set up. Huh. That is very interesting to know that we have that as a ability on Sora. I would very much like aerial dodge as well, actually. So let's see, we have a lot of aerial abilities. So maybe we should actually try to see if the Hero's Crest is a better thing to equip. because Air Combo Plus is a thing, right? So Bolts of Sorrow doesn't really seem to be doing anything for me. And we're going to not have Aerial Spiral at the moment because I really prefer to have Aerial Dodge in combination with Glide. Oh my god, that's so good. I love that. Okay, so now we can actually maneuver ourselves a little bit better as well. And maybe we can actually... Let me turn down volume on the music here for myself a little bit. Maybe we can... I don't know what I was going to say. Let's go collect the items I collected before. And then I think we are off to Christmas Town next. Oh, I remember now. Maybe we actually have a new accessory slot, which I didn't pay attention to. And we can have some more T-posing enemies. And we can have some more AP to equip some more abilities. Because we have a lot of abilities I would very much like to equip. But we don't have all of the AP to go with it. And even though we're on beginner mode, we're low on AP, which is ridiculous. Wait a second. Beginner mode doesn't give you extra AP in this game, does it? Does it? I think in Beginner Mode 1 you get like 5 AP ups at the beginning of the game in beginner mode. I think that's the case for critical mode in this game though, because you have more abilities in critical mode to start with. I think so. I don't know. New chest though. Let's see what it actually opens up into. Anti-fall. Again. Excuse the cut there, but there was somebody trying to fill up the freezer, which was making quite a lot of noise. So, next up just is a power shard, and then we have, I think the last chest on this map will be a Christmas Town map. That seems oddly fitting. I always forget that Sora in Christmas Town gets a new costume in the final mix version of the game. I've gotten so used to the fact that he does. I don't actually forget that he gets a new costume. The thing I forget is that he doesn't get a new costume in the original version of the game. The original PlayStation 2 version for the international release. Or I suppose the initial release for the... Are we having an end trigger issue again? I think we might be. He goes into Christmas Town with his Halloween Town costume, which is a very interesting bit of trivia there. Let's see what these chests are. Neither of them really matter. I'm very glad that I saved between cuts there, because this battle petite ribbon might actually not be bad, honestly. There's a lot of chests around here as well. Christmas Town and Halloween Town, another ransom report. Great. And Santa Claus should have a chest or two around as well, which has Air Combo Plus. We really do need to check if we have, wow, 2 more armor slots as a matter of fact. Hell yeah, and probably, yeah, Protect Belt. I think I also saw, yeah, we do. Okay, 3 AP, 7 AP. I think I'm going to go with the one with the most amount of AP at this point, because there's a lot of abilities that are just... I've got 3 Master Rings and I still don't have enough AP, probably to have all the abilities I want, and a Cosmic Hearts, and a Fancy. That is amazing. I've got some of the most AP giving items in the game, and I've got way too many of them, and I'm still short AP. That's amazing. Also, I'm level 21 and I have like 50 AP. So, I mean, I would want to have Upper Slash and Finishing Leap as well. But let's start with Aerial Spiral, and maybe... I don't know, Bolts of Sorrow still sounds interesting if I have AP left. I don't know if it can actually trigger at all. I don't know if I actually want Quick Run. I kind of like Dodge Roll more, I think. I have Glide 2, so I don't need Glide level 1. I've got 3 scans, which I don't need. Well, I've got 3 scans, 2 of which I don't need. Want the Air Combo Plus for sure, though. Probably want the... I mean, do I really care about Leaf Bracer? Why do I even have it equipped if I don't have Cure? Probably would like MP Haste again. Then again, I'm not using that much magic, am I? So it's probably better if I equip one of these 2. I'm assuming. I don't know if Aerial Finish would stack in like damage or something. Probably not, right? So let's... The thing is, I'm probably going to forget using Maybe not upper slash. Upper slash is probably something that I'll end up using. Okay, usually I do that off screen. I kind of forgot to cut ahead this time. Also, there's probably not going to be a lot of content to begin with in this world. So a little bit of behind the scenes there and my thought process behind it. I probably should have saved before coming in here because I think this triggers a thing. It does not. Let's save state. That'll be good enough for now. So yeah, I don't exactly know how that works. I think we'll see. I might not end up using that ability at all. And if so, I can just unequip it when another ability that I really do want pops up. At the moment, I think I'm kind of good for abilities, honestly. Because the other one was finishing Leap, which is, I think, just plainly not as good as the one finisher for the aerial combats that I have now. So let's try to find these kids in a bathtub. Which is something I never thought I'd say. Oh, here we go. Hello, Cloud. How is your day going? We're friends, right? You have so little HP, it's kind of pathetic. You do a lot of damage. No, you don't, but you do quick damage. That's what you do. Look, if this is how it's gonna be, I still got anti-form, okay? I've got anti-form times 2, as a matter of fact, and that was dodge roll level 3. I don't even need aerial run, no quick run level 2 anymore because I've got dodge roll level 3 now. So let's go equip that in a moment, assuming that I actually can progress with the game here, which I can, luckily. That was the easiest boss fight in the history of boss fights. I didn't even, like, have to try. So hopefully the final boss of this world is going to be a little bit more difficult. So let's equip the new dodge roll we got, which means that we can now dodge roll, like, twice as far. 3 times as far, something like that. Actually, I think we might be headed towards the Oogie Boogie fight like right now, which means that this is like a 15-minute episode. I've been recording for 45 minutes, but I think this is a fairly short world. So we might do Agrabah as well. I don't know. I've been trying to keep to the 1 world per episode thing, but if that means that the episode ends up being like 10 to 15 minutes long, that's maybe a little bit too short. Oh, we didn't even open this chest before. Was that chest not there before? It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's save here, and then I think take on Oogie Boogie, which, to be fair, whether Oogie Boogie turns into something else or not, I'm not entirely sure to begin with. But if Oogie Boogie turns into something that is troublesome, this could be the rest of the episode. Oh, I can go into the Colosseum to lengthen this episode a little bit if this is the end of the world. We can go do a cup in the Colosseum and maybe do Zexion's absent silhouette, not abstract silhouette. So we don't need to go to Agrabah. We can do that next time. Okay, so definitely Oogie Boogie is not a boss fight here. But then who is? It's Luxord. I don't even know how Luxord works without his time bar. Can I even kill him? Is the question. I don't know. I'm just going to be hammering away at him, and I'm assuming that as long... He doesn't have a normal HP bar. Maybe the time bar still exists, but I just can't see it? I don't know how Luxord works outside of his own arena. I honestly have no idea. I also don't know if this is Data or normal Luxord. I'm assuming it's normal Luxord because Data Luxord teleports a lot more, I think. But that might also have something to do with the fact that there's nowhere for him to teleport to. Thank you for healing me, because as I've stated plenty of times before, I still don't have Cure. This seems like it could potentially be an infinite fight, so I'm gonna give it like a shot here, but I don't know if I can actually finish this battle. It is a very interesting thing to give a shot though, because you'd never face Luxord in a situation like this usually, so I don't know how the game will deal with this, honestly. I'll just keep going until I die. I don't know if I'll keep the camera rolling. Of course I'm going to keep the camera rolling, but I might just cut out a significant part of it, because it really feels like by now we should probably be dead, honestly. And I can't even move to a different location. I can? Because I don't know. I don't know about anything, really. That's it. Okay. Let's load a different ISO, because that doesn't seem very possible. Just due to the fact that he doesn't have an HP bar. Okay, this time it's Cerberus. A lot more killable. A lot more killable indeed. And he's actually stuck because the arena is too small for him. That's amazing. Okay, so this is not going to be a problem at all. You see, this is how quickly it looks so it probably should have died. This is kind of anticlimactic. Halloween Town, definitely the easiest world we've been to so far, I want to say. We had Cloud, and now a Cerberus that's stuck in an invisible wall. And we got another drive gauge power-up. This is exactly what I asked about last time. 3 episodes ago by now. Do we get 10 drive gauges now? Or do we get stuck at 9? Does it visually... ID not found! Does it visually show 9 but increase to 10? Or... I'm assuming that we're just going to be stuck at 9. But I'm not entirely sure. We're going to go to the Colosseum, by the way, because this episode's not been very long yet. And this is kind of a bummer. We could also go to the Pride Lands, I suppose, but the Pride Lands are a... Twilight Town already unlocked? Wait, you don't have to do Agrabah? Huh. I never knew. We're gonna do both Agrabah and the Pride Lands. I knew you didn't have to do the Pride Lands, but you don't have to do Agrabah either? That is very, very strange indeed. I think there should be a copy here, right? If not, there's still the Zaxian Absent Silhouettes, and I think we should be able to go to Beast Castle and do Malusia's Absent Silhouette as well by now. So let's do those first. Those are bosses. Those are way more fun in randomization than these cops. So let's do those first. If I still can't enter it for whatever reason, I'll... Which door do I need to go through? I think this one. I'll go do the cup, but I want to do boss fights, because those are more fun and better for thumbnails. Just gonna be entirely honest with you. So far, what have we had? Cloud and Cerberus. Those are not really very good for thumbnails, are they? I guess Cerberus is, like, big and attention grabbing, so that could work for a thumbnail, I suppose. I don't know why I'm talking about my thought process here with you. This feels like an issue. Oh, we never opened this chest, did we? I figured let's go into... Ansom's reports. I figured let's go into Beast Castle, because if Olympus is going to crash our game, there's an Absent Silhouette here as well. If this crashes the game as well, I'm going to be upset. It does not, but there's still some chests around here which we never opened, which is going to crash the game still, because of that one issue we had before. It might. Does it? Does it? It doesn't! That's very good. So we can now open these chests, finally. None of them were worth our time. We can, I accidentally entered the castle in the wrong wing. From the little thumbnails, it's really difficult to see which room is actually which one. And on top of that, I don't exactly always remember where the Absent Silhouette is and which one. So I made a little mistake in selecting the save point, but apparently it's in Belle's room and not in Beast's room. I could have sworn it's in Beast's room. It's definitely in Beast's room, but it just has not appeared yet. Never mind. Let's go back to Olympus Colosseum. Selecting the right save points prevented the game from crashing because I didn't have to change maps. Can I now enter you? I can. This could potentially be dangerous. I don't know what you're going to turn into. We've got a couple of attempts, a couple of different randomizations, so eventually it'll turn into a boss that we can beat, right? It's probably going to be, you're going to teleport away and I can't reach you. Or I can kill you before that happens. That is a very real possibility as well. Yeah, maybe not. Actually, maybe. Yeah, no, he just teleports away. He only works inside his arena. If he gets randomized into a different arena, that's just kind of the end of it for you. So let's re-randomize, because I fucking hate this boss fight. In the original game, unrandomized, I really kind of like this boss fight, especially since it has 2 stages to it, and it's like very early in the game, and it really shows you that this game is like a step above Kingdom Hearts 1. And it just doesn't work outside of its own arena, which is totally fair. Okay, it turns into Luxius, which could still be an issue due to the whole power level thing. I don't know how the whole power level thing works when the counters are not on screen. Is that going to work in my favor or in his favor? It looks like so far it might be working in my favor because he's not dealing a lot of damage. Mega Impact! Okay, don't know. Okay, so this seems like it's not going to be too big of a deal for me. Are you now at over 9,000? I think you're at over 9,000. You're going to be stuck. He's going to be stuck doing this because his power level doesn't increase. Right, so when I get closer, he's going to do that thing again. Yeah. I think this is a dead end as well. Oh, no, it's not. Is it? I don't know. Maybe if I can... That's magnet, not reflect at all. Maybe if I can use like reflect to block that from him and use another mega impact. No, that does not work. That does not work. I'm gonna try again, don't get me wrong. Gonna give it another shot, but I think we might be stuck here. Yeah, he's immune to any kind of damage, even reaction command based damage. So this is another thing that only works inside of his own arena. Wait a second. Oh, I'm dealing damage again. Never mind. This does work. I can beat him, so I will at least attempt to. It's gonna take a while, but we've got the time. We've got the time in this episode. Actually, it's not that big of a deal. It was just kind of glitchy before, it seems. Oh, by the way, to answer my question I asked before, I still only have 9 drive gauges, it seems like. No, it doesn't matter because we don't really have any other drive forms other than anti-form, and we have that twice anyway. So, nobody really gives a damn. I would very much appreciate it if... Exactly. I don't know why sometimes does it not work when I use reflect because he's being damaged from the reflect recoil or something? That seems to be the case. I cannot use reflect to block him for the reaction command. So I need to... Yeah, no, that's not it. I don't know why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I guess I'll just keep giving it a shot, and sometimes it'll work and sometimes it will not. Luxius, I'm right here. Yeah, okay. You go Super Saiyan. That's all right. Super nobody. I guess you're not even blonde, so it doesn't really count. Okay, you're vulnerable again. Thank God. It's not impossible. It's just a really annoying mechanic when it doesn't work properly. And Super Saiyan fucking 5 at this point. That should have given me the opportunity to do the reaction command thing. He's only got a bar and a half left. We can do this. This is not going to be an issue whatsoever. Okay, that was a bit of an issue, admittedly. The issue mainly is the fight doesn't work properly. You do get items after beating the absent silhouettes, don't you? So that will be randomized as well. And I just realized there's a distinct possibility that the game is going to crash upon me beating him, and I'm going to have to re-randomize into a different boss again. But that shouldn't... It shouldn't be as annoying of a boss fight as this one, at any rate. It'll either be impossible, or it'll be easier than this one. This is just on the edge of... I'm not going to do this. And it's just on the right side of, okay, alright, I'll give it a shot. I'm starting to lose my patience, like, a little bit, though. I'm not going to lie to you, because this just doesn't seem very... Like, why do you not become vulnerable sometimes? Like, it's not even sometimes. Most of the time, you don't become vulnerable. And I do not understand why. That's the whole purpose of that reaction command, Mega Impact, is to make you vulnerable again. And to take your power level in the normal fight, which obviously does not happen here. And of course, the AI is very, very confused doing this move over and over and over and over again. I'm just gonna keep doing this until it works. I don't think forcing commentary onto the same fucking thing over and over and over again is gonna make it any more interesting for you guys to watch. So just give me a moment while I repeat this over and over again until it actually works. Never mind, it worked. It's not gonna be enough to take him out. Okay, desperation move time, which isn't actually gonna be different from anything else we have done so far, I feel, because usually his desperation move is just a juiced up version of the power-up move. But we've been dealing with that power-up move for a while, and it doesn't actually power him up in this case. So this might be enough to take him out. It still isn't. We still need one more. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal. So I'm not going to cut ahead until I absolutely have to, which is probably going to like 2 or 3 times of trying to mega impact him, or whatever the reaction round is called. Dude, just stop screaming. Start hitting me. I want you to hit me. No, not with your screams. I want you to actually physically try to hit me so I can hit you back. And then you can just ignore it. That's fine. But at least I got a bit of an opportunity there, which is, at this point, really all I can ask for. Okay, so I think it is a matter of... The game crashed. I think it's a matter of timing it right. But that might be just a placebo. And my emulator crashed in its entirety. So I'll be right back with a new boss fight randomization, because that is just so much fun. It's Shan Yu. This should be ridiculously easy. Before, in my first attempt of the randomizer playthrough here, Shan Yu was an issue because I was playing as Roxas, and he T-posed me every time this happened. But this should not be an issue this time around, because we can just absolutely destroy him with, well, all of our abilities and such. Okay, that actually still doesn't do a lot of damage. I was going to say, that's actually a little bit more dangerous than I thought it was going to be. I don't remember having annoying moves like that. Turns out, it still doesn't do a lot of damage, and now you are immune to damage? Question mark? No, you're not. Never mind. Compared to Lexius, this is laughably easy. It's probably still going to crash the game. Don't get me wrong. We still got the save randomization patch we can do, so we probably will end up having to do that, but maybe Shan Yu won't crash the game when we beat him. That would be nice. Let's see. It still crashes the game, so let's... And the emulator. Let's randomize into the final patch, and if that doesn't give us a reward upon beating this fight, I guess we tried, and we beat like 2 boss fights there. Potentially 3. Depending on what the final one turns into. Okay, I don't know about this one. If this is data dynamics, I am screwed, because I do not have final form or wisdom form to deal with this. I think this is just normal dynamics though. Oh, there's no counter. And there's no timer. So this might literally not be possible as well. Because they could just infinitely spawn, for all I know. Or this might make it easier because there's no timer and they at some point will just stop spawning. There's also no counter for the... I think they're just going to be infinitely spawning, honestly, because it feels like at this point I should be getting close to killing 100, but they're still spawning very, very quickly. Okay, so that's been 100, and since there's no counter, he does not reset. So we're just stuck with damage here. I guess that means there's no patch in which we can actually face this boss fight and get a reward for it. It's a little bit too bad, but I guess that is that. Did you know that you can lock onto worlds in the gummy map? I've been playing this game for... must be over 10 years by now. About 10 years, I'm assuming, right? Because I played this game the first time relatively soon after it was released, and it's been like 10 years between Game of 2 and 3, I think. So I've been playing this game on a regular basis for about 10 years. I've probably played this game like at least 20 times, start to end. I never knew you can actually lock on to the worlds in the overworld map. I don't know why you would want to, other than the fact that I guess you can, this way you can see what the battle level is for worlds you haven't been to yet, because if you don't do that, you can't get close enough. But now I can see, okay, so it actually has a use. I had no idea. I think this is a good revelation to end off this episode with, though. Next time we'll be doing Agrabah, and then it'll be time to... Oh, and then... Oh my god! And then bashing becomes warping! Bye. My mind has been blown. Bye.